Hi everyone, I am back with another Mickey and Minnie series card. This is my Valentine card and I've already pre-cut everything. It just saves a lot of time on the video. So I will go over the dimensions for you. So your card base is going to be 8.5 by 4 1/4 and you're going to score it at 3, which I've already done. And then your insert piece is going to be 8.5 by 3 1/4, and that one you're going to score right in half at 4 1/4. So there's our two base pieces. So we will just go ahead and assemble or get these ready. So I've already scored it. This is the one you score at 3. Just going to go ahead and go over that. So here's our base piece. You've got your little flap that opens up this way. So we're going to put our printed piece inside. And I'm using these hearts. And this piece measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And that's just going to go right inside like that. So with my ATG gun, we're just going to go ahead and attach that. Okay, so we'll just center this on here, just like so. So there we have that piece. And then my inside flap, I like to do, you can leave this plain if you want to, but I have from the same paper stack that I used for all of these papers. It's a Paper Studio. Oh, let me grab the pad just in case you didn't catch the first video or the supply video. Okay, so it's this pad here. And it's not a Paper Studio pad, I'm sorry. It's a Die Cuts with a View. I believe I got this at Joann's. It's called the year-round stack. So this is the stack I'm using for the entire series. And this is just the Valentine papers. So they do have a sheet for every month that has like the month and some cute little words on it to coordinate with that little section. So I decided I like using that on the inside. It's really cute. And this piece measures 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm just going to center that on this little flap here. So just like that. Okay, now my outside flap is going to measure the same, 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. They've got these little X's and O's. And we're going to go ahead and just attach that. This is a really, really simple card. And you can do as many different patterns as you want, or you could do all the same patterns on all the sections if you choose to. It's just kind of up to whatever you want to do. So we'll just center this one on. So there we have that. Now we're going to work on our insert piece, which is our 8.5 by 3 1/4. So when you fold this in half, you're going to want whatever direction that you have your joyfold. whatever direction you have your base going, you want your insert piece to open the opposite way, so that way when it opens. Okay, so what I chose to do is a print for each flap here. So I got or a print for this side and the outside, and on the inside I just have a white piece of cardstock. So we'll go ahead and start with our flap here, which matches our base piece, and this measures 4 1/8 by 3 1/8, and we'll just center that right there. Okay, so we'll just attach this one here. Just like that. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that measures the same, 4 1/8 by 3 1/8, I think. No. Okay, so my little cardstock piece measures 4 by 3. So this will go here. This is where you can write your little message. So just like that. Now my front piece measures the same as my inside printed piece, which is the 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. If you like the quarter size borders, you can do 4 by 3 for your printed papers, if that's how you like it. Just depends on how much of a border you like. So just like that. So now we need to attach this piece to this piece. And I just used my ATG tape for this. And it hasn't seemed to have gone anywhere. So this works fine. You can always use your score tape or your red line tape or something super sticky if you'd like. I'll just put a couple extra little strips on there. So I like to just kind of set it on here and be able to kind of wiggle it around a little bit before I press it down, so that way I know I'm getting this on here evenly. So I'm going to try to do it without pressing on it. And I think that looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and press that down. And then I take my bone folder and just give it a good rub so it'll adhere to the paper a little better. So there we there we go, just like that. Okay, now my bottom piece here, I've already cut out my little modern label punch piece out of some black. And now I'm going to go ahead and use some Memento rhubarb stock for my Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm using the Teeny Tiny Wishes. And this is a G block from Stampin' Up. It fits all of these little Teeny Tiny Wishes sentiments. So I'm just going to ink this up really good. Not sure how much ink is left in this little pad. So then we'll go ahead and stamp it. And we stamped it upside down, which is fine because we're just going to punch it out anyway using the word window punch. So I'm just going to line it up just like that. Pop that out. There we have Happy Valentine's Day. We go ahead and grab a couple of rhinestones. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the sentiment. Just like that. And we'll grab some dimensionals. And I like to cut these in half because I only need them on the bottom section. So I want to make sure that I get them on the right section here. This is just going to help keep the card closed, and you'll still be able to open it. And then I'm going to put one on this end over here just to keep it down on the paper so it doesn't lift up. Okay, so, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to attach this piece here. Just like that. So that holds my little joyfold flap underneath so it stays closed. And now for Mickey and Minnie. So we just need 2 little Mickey Mouse heads and a bow. And this bow came from some eyelet ribbon from Michaels. It's just kind of like a hot pink kind of color. And we need our little glue pen. So I'm just going to place them on here so I know placement. And I think that looks okay. So we'll go ahead and glue Mickey down. So there's Mickey. If you can hear my kids yelling in the background, that's because they're still on break and they're getting a little crazy. Cabin fever, I want to call it, because we've had so much snow that they can't really go outside and play, and it's not because of the snow, but it's because it's so cold. And we have had colds and sickness running through my house for 3 months now, and I'm still trying to get over something I got in October, and I don't want them out there getting sick again, especially giving it to me. So they're kind of on the computers talking to each other playing a game. So if you hear them yelling, sorry. That's just how it goes. Okay, so here's my Mickey head for Minnie. And we're just going to get a glue dot and attach her bow. And then this card is going to be finished. And like I've said before, you can make this as extravagant as you want. You can add so much more. But I like simple. And to me, it's complete and adorable. So there we have our Valentine Mickey and Minnie series Joyfold card. Hope you guys like it. So you just lift it up and open. Oh, and we forgot to do the inside. Hold on one sec. That I'm using, sorry, gonna move this for just a second. Forgot to grab this. I have my little itty bitties stamps. I'm going to pull the little heart out. And we're going to stamp a little heart on the inside. And like I've said before, you do not have to have this little stamp set in order to do this. If you have any little mini stamps or even a small heart of some sort, it just kind of finishes off the inside of the card. Just like that. I always like to do some kind of little stamp in the corner. So, there! Now we have a completed Mickey and Minnie series Joyful Valentine card. Again, I hope you guys like this, and I hope you make some of these. They're super cute, and this one is so super easy. So, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!